Hi, this is Sean Pessarra, the Mindful Farmer, and we're going to be digging into sustainable agriculture through the lens of thoughtful design, using creative solutions to really help gardeners, homesteaders, and farmers increase their production while caring for the earth. So one of my heart's callings is developing systems. I love building systems that work for folks, and so our main goal is to do sustainable agriculture with thoughtful design. That's where the Mindful Farmer comes in. We want to be really thoughtful about the way that we design our tools, the way that we put in our inputs, the way that we organize our farm. Growing up, I probably spent more time outdoors than indoors. I loved being outside. For me, it was just a way that I could be in God's presence and be a little wild and just learn, and it really piqued my curiosity. So I love being outside. In school, I studied ecology, got my master's in ecology and environmental science, and did that for a bit in the consulting and field biologist work, and working in the environmental sector, and it really felt like I was putting a band-aid on things, but not really getting to the root causes of why environmental degradation was happening, and that's what piqued my interest in sustainable agriculture. And my wife, Melanie, who's a nutritionist, as she was becoming kind of disillusioned with the conventional nutritional route and just how, major nutritional programs around the country are funded by fast food companies and soft drink companies. She was looking for a better way, and she found how traditional eating and fermenting foods and traditional ways of preserving foods and just cooking with good raw ingredients really increased people's physical health. And I was coming at it from a different angle of agriculture to see how growing food in traditional ways, in ways that created more life, more net life in the soil and in the air and the birds and the insects, that wasn't just extractive, resulted in environmental health, but also human health. And so, that's kind of launched our journey into sustainable agriculture. And so when we came to Arkansas to work with Heifer International, that really got us kind of open our eyes to just how big the problem is and why there aren't more young farmers entering into this field, and really kind of broke our hearts for just how big the challenges are ahead of people looking to make a career out of not only farming, but farming in a way that creates better ecological systems, and farming in a way that regenerates worn out soil. It's challenging, and there's just so many obstacles in our way. And so I really want this to be a place where I can share what I've learned over the past 5 years through the nonprofit educational component, where I've worked with farmers across the state and even some across the South. For the past 5 years, I've done digital and in-person trainings. I've worked on the development of new tools and techniques, and even worked on some seed trials with different seed companies. One of the greatest opportunities I had has been to build and develop our market garden. So we have 3 acres of certified organic vegetables that we market across the state to wholesale and retailers. And it's been a tremendous opportunity to learn the business side of fresh vegetable sales. I don't think there's a job on the planet that wears as many hats as a farmer. Farmers have to not only manage the production side of things with a thorough knowledge of science, but also business, HR, public relations, marketing, website management. It's so complex and so challenging. Through our jobs, the businesses we've owned, our hobbies, our relationships with people around us,
My wife and I have had an amazing opportunity to learn so much about gardening and homesteading and farming over the past 10 years, as well as how to feed our family well. We're so excited to have this opportunity to share with you all the things we've learned along the way. I hope you look forward to seeing what we've learned here in Arkansas over the past 5 years.
And also share what we've learned over the past 9 years of owning our own business. We've had a beekeeping business in Texas that we started and moved up here to Arkansas. Melanie owns Mindful Kitchen, which is our food processing company, and then I own Mindful Farmer, which is our farm supply company. So we do greenhouses, just like behind me, our greenhouses, chicken schooners, tools, equipment, inputs, soil amendments. We're getting into all that. We're really scaling up this year. So because we see that there's not only a need, but there's an excitement. There's a groundswell of young folks that are interested in getting into farming. And so we really want to be able to be there and help everyone get the things they need to be successful in their journey. So I hope you will like and subscribe, follow along. We'll have lots of content over the next few months. We're shooting for every week to start off with, maybe every other week. But yeah, just want to generate as much content as we can that is helpful to gardeners, homesteaders, and farmers. And we'll cover topics like soil health, on the production side, trellising, seed starting, greenhouse use and management, as well as some of the business side. So running your books for a company, actually generating profit and loss statements. We can get nerdy stuff like that, but also talk behind some of the reasons why farms are struggling, and talk with other farmers and see what their experiences have been. Definitely get into beekeeping and some design work.
Melanie and I are deeply passionate about helping folks realize their role as stewards and caretakers of the earth. Please like and subscribe to follow along with our farming journey, and we hope that this is the start of yours too.